And then knowing that, okay, a single silver and a hard coat are very high, triple silver, whoa, very good high performing window. You're totally setting the proper expectations. You're making good choices for your customer. Maybe sell them to a little higher end product than exterior film. Obviously, sometimes a little bit more money. So maybe a little bit more of your bottom line. But again, this whole process, you've changed the whole process of how they view you. You're no longer a salesperson. You just come walk in with a quote and walk in and hand them a sheet and hey, here's what it'll cost to put film in your windows. You totally have changed the game because now you're a sales technician. They're not going to view you as a salesperson that's just trying to make a buck. You have now elevated to technician status. They're going to trust anything you have to say at that point because you've proven to them, you've shown them, you've educated them. You have blown the doors off of your competition at that point.
And you know, Mark, being a hyperoptic distributor as I was for 12 years and dealing pretty deeply in the ceramic world, where you have films that are higher absorbing, we preached. This is pretty much where Mark and I met, and where we tried to drive that point home to window foam installers that are using a lot of these types of products. In this case, if you have say a triple silver like that on surface 3, you can actually go totally negative on the project by putting a high absorbing film on there. Not only do you risk glass issues, but what happens is, you're absorbing heat, the amount of heat that is coming through one of these really efficient windows and dissipating into the internal environment. Once you capture that on surface 4 and you absorb that, all of a sudden the re-radiation of that heat is right near the glass. And I've had customers actually complain that their rooms were hotter after the film was put on than before. And it's only because of someone not measuring that glass and not having a meter to understand what is going to happen. And you really run into a lot of issues for that. So you can really make a situation worse by installing film without knowing what kind of glass you're dealing with. So
Yep.
really,
That's a
really good
good.
stuff.
Yeah, 2 years ago there was a situation on the East Coast, 10,000 square foot home, brand new. The stickers and other specs said the low E coating was on surface 2, triple silver low E windows throughout the entire house. I don't remember the number, but it was huge number of windows. They went ahead and filmed the entire house and broke over half the windows in the first week. No meters, just went off of a spec that, oh, yep, it's all surface 2, low E coatings, triple silver. So they chose their film based on that, went ahead and installed an interior film that really didn't do a lot for them to begin with, and ended up costing them between 150 and $200,000 in windows to replace because they hadn't checked anything. It's like, man, it's like you got to have some protection before you go into projects like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
great point.
yep. Um, so yeah, that's all of the discussions on that. Gary, do you want to wait to answer questions at the very end for everything? Is that probably the smartest?